Sam Ratumaitavuki, the man who set up multi-million-dollar apps. He's scaled NFT projects. He's a massive viral marketer.
I'm strategic with what I buy as well. Like I buy like a lot of one-off pieces, things that have the potential to hold their value.
What would you estimate you'd spend collectively on fashion and watches and all this stuff over your period?
Facebook's a totally different beast, bro. Like it's not a simple formula. Like you have to really understand how to go viral, and then also you have to have the algorithm on your side. Now I don't even waste my time with Facebook. Without all these little things that happen, when I got the big one, I wouldn't have made as much as I did from that if I didn't have all these little lessons along the way. I want to build in blockchain and crypto. I want to be a builder, not just an investor on the sideline or trading. Like I just always see new levels, you know, like even being here, I'm like, oh wow, you got a penthouse on the Palm. It's like, I want to be the dude that builds the Palm, you know what I mean? Like,
so that together we have clarity, direction, and success way beyond what we ever previously thought possible. Here's your host, Frankie Lee.
Quick one before we jump into this podcast. Do me a solid favor, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below this video. If you're looking to remove images, videos, search results, or fake accounts online, go to contentremoval.com. But don't take my word for it. Here's Hormozy.
Frank, you're a fucking legend. I just saw this. Layla also thinks you're a legend, which in my mind means you're... which means you're a double legend in my mind. If you get my wife to think you're a legend, then you're extra cool in my mind. Dude, thank you so much, genuinely. That was such a pain.
Welcome back to the Frankie Lee podcast. Today, guys, I have a man, Sam Ratumaitavuki, and I'm telling you now, if I've done this name wrong, he'll shoot me. Fortafy Games, the man who set up multi-million-dollar apps. He's scaled NFT projects. He's a massive viral marketer. He's a legend in Australia and New Zealand, mate. Welcome to the podcast. Oh. Welcome to your penthouse.
Thank you, bro.
Mate, I was cacking myself when I was reading out your name because mate, honestly, that was giving me stage fright.
Really?
But yeah, because that's the longest. That's the longest name.
Everything's easy now, right?
That's the longest name I've ever introduced on a podcast, and that's why it was the shortest intro I've ever had. Yeah. Welcome, my man. Welcome.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for coming.
That's good, mate. Like honestly, Sam was just taking me around, like even the balcony here, and I'll put it on the Instagram stories so you guys can see. But honestly, how many different landmarks can we see from here, Sam?
Bro, you can see everything. You can see Atlantis. You can see Royal Atlantis, which is the new upgraded one. Yeah. You can see, you can't see it right now, but you can see Burj Khalifa down there. On a good day, you can see Burj Al Arab right there.
Yeah, that's a 7-star hotel.
Yeah, 7-star hotel.
Mate, Dubai is mad, isn't it? It's mad.
Bro, Dubai's crazy, bro. Like, you know, this is the way I say it, right? It's like everything that is the best in the world in New York, London, Monaco, ever. They're always their first, not always, but like majority, their first overseas venture is always Dubai. Yep. So you get the best of the best, you know?
Yeah. Mate, honestly, your journey's been mad. I mean, I've watched some YouTube videos of your earlier days, and obviously you were the lad that was born in New Zealand, I believe. Yeah. Came over to Australia. Yep. Was massively into the gym culture. Yeah. Like, no offense, you were a bodybuilder back then, so you're way bigger than you were now. Back in the day. Yeah. Like, how did you go from transforming? Because you've transformed every area of your life, not just your physical body, but obviously your mindset to get to where you are now. Yeah. How did you even get in the pursuit of all this stuff, and how did it start for you?
Or just when I really think about it, just I don't know, being young and kind of I guess not having money, but knowing that you need money for shit. It's like always had that mindset young, you know. Like man, I did the paper route when I was like 9 years old, doing like 6-7 kilometers. Doing paper route like 4 times a week, and that was just to help out the family. I didn't get anything from that, you know. So and then when I moved to Australia early, I was but everything for me was like networking, but then seizing the opportunity, you know. So I met this guy. He was at the front handing out flyers for like an underage thing, you know. He saw us like Islanders, and he was like, you know, he knew that we were into hip hop and that, so he started talking to us. He was an older guy. He kind of like said, "Come to the." I haven't told the story actually. Come to the like an underage thing, and I went, and it was like super late at night. I think I told my mom that I was at my friend's house. He's staying at my house, so we were just out for the night. And bro, like just out in like Woodridge, like which is like in Logan, probably like 12 years old at the underage, and it was dead. It was crap, but like just going there, and then just started hanging around with this guy, bro. He was like older. Then I started selling like mixtapes at the markets and started selling stuff at the markets. I used to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Like I had milk crates as my my bench. I had like a hardcover Tupac poster that was on the wall. Take that off, and that was the table. You know, chew the batteries. Had the Walkman, the computer monitors, play the music. People used to come through, and this was back in Napster days, man. So like, you know, I didn't even know how these DJs had the acapella and the instrumentals, then blended it together, you know. So people used to come that would DJ at parties and that, and buy all the CDs. It was all the CDs from the DJs down in Sydney, all the just like that. So man, I had these like little entrepreneurial spouts growing up. Like even in 2000, bro, I had like I was like doing affiliate marketing with like getting people to install ad toolbars at the bottom of their
mate,
thing.
do you know how many ad toolbars I've had to get out of my browser, bro? It was you.
No, well, I was in the like Yahoo chat rooms, like trying to get people to like get paid to surf the web, blah blah blah. And actually, it was crazy because bro, I don't know if I was going to get paid. I'm like, what the fuck? And I actually got a check in the mail. Like it was literally a check in the mail. This was like 2000, so that's crazy.
Was that your first kind of money you'd earned online?
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. Like this is 2000. This is no one's making like that's weird. Like unless you had a .com, that was like the .com thing. But I wasn't in that. I didn't even know how I stumbled upon it. I was just in the Yahoo chat rooms. One thing for me, bro, is I always had the internet. You know, like I always had the internet, and I guess like I found early that the internet was more exciting than what was happening around me. Like the people that I could have been hanging around with. Where I was living, I always found the internet like more interesting. So that's how I came across like the gym life. And then from there, man, like I always took the things that I learned from that, like bro, dedication, motivation, sacrifice. You know, you gotta get your sleep, you gotta get your protein in, But I also realized super early that there's no money in this. You know what I mean? Like
there's no money in the gym game.
There's no money in this gym. Well. Actually, I was wrong, you know, but I didn't have someone to like, cause I even did workout videos. You see my workout videos from back in the days, and I only did
13 years old. Some of those videos now.
Yeah, bro, and I only did those videos because people used to always ask me like, "Oh, what do you do for training?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't sit there and reply to everyone, but I know that I should." Do you know what I mean? Like you have to. If you got time, like I always had this OG. His name's Scott Ferris. He always told me, even on the toilet, just be replying to people, you know, like you got 10 minutes on the toilet, like just reply people. But because the thing is like, I know for me, right, even now, if someone that is high profile follows me, bro, I know that I show 3-4 people that this guy just followed me. You know what I mean? So I know for sure that there's someone that's doing that if I follow them or if I message them back. So it doesn't matter. So I know that interaction is super important. And bro, it's like hard labor, bro. It's a lot of work, you know. But I always knew that early, so I was like, how do I fine-tune this instead of like sitting there replying to everyone? So that's why I started doing the workout videos, so I could just send them the link. So it's like,
so you already understood that the value in the world was the currency of attention. So you understood that you can get attention now online, and then you understood that on the back of that attention, you have to have a good relationship with those people in order to get them to do things that you want to do, right, in life.
And it's not even that I want to get them to do what I want to do, but I know that if I'm giving value, you're going to get something. There's a potential to get something back in the future. You know, like it's not always guaranteed, and that's another thing what people don't realize as well. It's like, but I did this guy a favor and he didn't do anything for me. All the work, right? Like you might have to do 1,000 favors, and only one person gives it in return. You know what I mean? Like that's the way of the world.
So was that at what point? You know, whilst you were doing this and these workouts online, is this when you started to get into the club scene?
I was actually already in the club scene. So I was already in the club scene early, man. I was in the clubs when I was young, and bro. So it's funny because I used to go down and MC down at the Gold Coast, right? Just on the mic, yo, kind of like a host, you know, like pretty much an MC's role is just to like. It's an extra promoter. So you got to be good at, first of all, you got to be good at promoting. You know, you got to get people to the club. And once they're there, you got to be like /host. And then you also got to like hype the crowd up a little bit, you know, not too much that you're annoying and, you know, just like fill in when there's like when the DJ's like mixing shit that's just like a 20-second beat, you know, like you just say some shit. So I was already doing that, and then and then they had like topless waiters that would come as well. This is at Shooters in the Gold Coast. So I'm like, I could come 2 hours earlier, do that,
get paid,
get another couple hundred. It's gonna make me stay in shape as well. So that was pretty much that was the reason that I did that as well, you know. So I just like got into it, and I just saw, okay, I can make money here, I can make money there, I can make money there, and pretty much just trying to connect the dots, bro. Like super early.
So from early for you, was it all about making as much money as possible so that you could free yourself from like the Matrix type thing?
Bro, I didn't even think like that. I was just like, literally just make money. It wasn't to free myself from the Matrix or anything. Like I know that I did a few jobs, and bro, like I'll quit by the first smoker, you know. Like obviously when they saw me, I was like, I'm like kind of jacked up and muscly, so they're giving me the physical labor jobs. Whereas for me, bro, I'm super like I'm a deep thinker, you know. Like I'm really like I should have been more like taking on the business side of the things. But when I was young, they see me and give me the physical jobs. So, and I'm talking to some of the dudes like, oh yeah, man, and they're like, oh yeah, I've been here for 10 years. I'm like, fuck this. Like smoker, I just left, you know. So I knew that I couldn't do that. So I was just like, yeah, it was literally just to make money. Like,
is that essentially why you remodeled your whole physique and how you're a physique? Because your physique has evolved massively into a more athletic, and obviously you go into you're into your high fashions and everything like that, and that's been something that as you've elevated through your business, you've kind of remolded yourself on that.
But like, yeah, I think I was because I was into bodybuilding, and then I'm like really breaking it down. I'm like, there's peanuts here, you know. Unless you like have a big social media following that you can monetize in different ways. But if you're really trying to monetize from a bodybuilding thing, and it's super unhealthy as well, you know. So yeah, I just prefer like the more athletic body. Like I want to know that I can run like 15 kilometers. I can do this. I can put a boulder on my head and run up a hill and just random shit, you know, like.
Well, we were speaking once on Instagram, and I remember you saying to me, you're going to lose some weight. And I said, why are you losing some weight? And you said, because I want to look better in fashion.
Yeah. Oh, I said that to you?
Yeah, you said that to me. And I was like, you take this so serious, because obviously the way that you've used high fashion, I believe, you tell me if I'm wrong, because I've come from a middle class English background. I've really struggled to get this high fashion and why people buy high fashion. Right now, obviously, you're someone I know that buys a lot of this high fashion, and you said one day to me, and you've said it on your stories as well, that the high fashion is access to different people and conversations to allow me to network, and that's when my mindset clicked into thinking about it differently. So can you just explain that for the audience?
Well, like it's the same with what you're doing, right? You're podcasting, you're talking to business people, things, and 2-hour deep conversations. So the way that I do it, and I do it because, like, first of all, I actually am into it, you know. So like I always wanted to look good. I always want to be, because I feel like if you feel good and you look good, it's like, it's super important, you know. It's not just for networking, but it's also mental. It's everything, you know. So with the fashion thing, like when I had disposable income, you know, money that I know is like, bro, like I can do this all day, you know. Like I waited till the right time, pretty much. Then I like used it to my advantage, right? So, I go to like Louis Vuitton, I go to Fendi, I go to Dior, Prada. I make good relationships with the people there, and I'm strategic with what I buy as well. Like I like to buy like a lot of one-off pieces, things that have the potential to hold their value, or also I'm able to use it. Like, for example, right, if I buy like a crazy ass alligator crocodile bag that's like 1 of 10 in the world, the everyday person, they probably don't care or know what it is. But if I take that to the LV event, now I'm getting all these people coming up going, damn. And even the staff going, I haven't even seen that one. So it's like a conversation starter, you know. And for me, like the networking that I've had from going to these events, Or it's pretty lit, you know. Like
what would you estimate? Obviously, you what would you estimate you spent collectively on fashion and watches and all this stuff over your period?
Damn, watches included.
Watches included, yeah.
Like a lot of money, bro. Like,
are we talking? What are we talking? 7, 8 figures?
Oh, not millions. Oh, no, not 8. Maybe like 5. Oh, I don't know, bro. But to be honest, like the watches are going up, you know.
Yeah,
they've come back down from the peak, but they're still up from when I bought them.
No, I just honestly, it's just the way you explain to me how these pieces can open. Not only do they appreciate in value, but they open up doors for you to be able to have conversations with people.
This is why I never understood the reason why people buy fakes, right? Because if you go to buy a fake Louis Vuitton bag, right? It might just say it's $1,000. A good fake is still pretty expensive. Say the real one's like $5,000. Okay, you go buy a good one for like $2,000. You're not getting it cheaper than that, bro. Like if you're getting a really good quality fake. So there's but you can actually go buy the real one for $5,000. You have that $5,000 in store credit, so you got that purchase history and the relationship with the store. And then if you want to resell it, bro, you can if you keep it in good condition, you can sell it for like at least half of what you paid for it. Do you know what I mean? So
right, and it's a conversation starter,
bro. But you still got that $5,000 of purchase history, and if you want to sell and if you want to sell it, you're still gonna sell it for half. So it's cheaper than buying the fake one because the fake one's worth $0 as soon as you buy it. You got no purchase history, and most importantly, with the fake, everyone that got the real shit knows that it's fake. So it's like you're impressing people that why would you even care to impress these people, you know?
So when it comes to the kind of fashion and the kind of stuff that you're buying, and it really is high level stuff.
Yep.
But I think people in society buy that stuff too early or start to purchase stuff too early, and they purchase it on credit. And I just want to really drive that home in terms of like, you know, your opinion on that.
I think you got to stay patient, you know, like bro, I don't have anything. I don't know, like even on my houses, I know that for sure that if I really wanted to leverage my assets and I could get so much cash flow, but I don't know, like I prefer just to focus on making more money, you know, like I didn't really attempt this lifestyle till I can do this for life, you know. So like I would never advise someone to do it. Like the best thing to do, bro, is just focus on your body, you know. Eat healthy, eat salads, eat tins of tuna with water, and drink a lot of water, and just get your body right, and then just wear plain clothes. But even now, right, this is a Zara t-shirt.
This is Lululemon, bro.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? But like, cause I got a nice physique, cause I got the accessories.
You don't need to spend
you know
a
what
massive
I mean?
amount, yeah.
So yeah, man, like it doesn't mean that I'm only gonna buy designer. Nah, it doesn't mean that at all. Like actually, most of my shirts that I wear is Zara plain shirts. But see, this ring here, for example, this is an investment grade diamond in the middle. So I have a certificate for that and everything. And because of the Russian situation now, this has gone up 50%. The ring,
right?
But I got investment pieces, but I turned it into jewelry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
that one there's an investment piece as well, but I turned it into jewelry, and that's gone up in value. That's an investment stone as well. So these are investment stones.
So when you say investment stones, what's the difference between a normal diamond and an investment stone?
Like this here, for example, wouldn't have a GIA certification with it. These are just cut, you know. But this one here has a certificate with it that says the carat, the thing, and you can always sell it. Right. And it can go up, it can go down.
So basically, what you're doing is because you live in Dubai and because of how safe it is here, you can actually wear and get use out of the money rather than storing it in the bank and it losing value over inflation.
Or see, that's another thing too, right? Is like, okay, I always know that I can liquidate this because of the middle stone if I need to, but it's okay, and I might only lose like 20% of what I paid for it. So it's up to me to be able to make more than more than the 20% by wearing it, by conversation starters and that. So,
but you're saying you'll only lose 20% if you sell it, and that's if you have to sell it and you're forced to sell it.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you're making up the 20% difference in the value of the networking you can do off the conversations that it starts.
Bro, exactly. So this is what people don't understand. They think I'm out there like, oh man, this guy's so stupid, just spending this, spending that. But I'm very strategic. Look at what I buy. Really look at what I'm buying. I'm not buying shit that you walk into the store and anyone can buy. You know what I mean? I'm very strategic with
that's why I used to always ask you these questions, like, why are you buying that? Not look at you and think, okay, you're buying that, you're being flash. I used to say to you, why are you buying that? And then you used to tell me. And then I'm like, right, now I understand, because I didn't understand. I was like, why is he buying that? Like, he's already got 17 of those. Why is he buying another one? Like, do you know what I mean? In my head, I couldn't figure it out. But then you explained it to me and broke it down. I was like, okay, I get it now. I get how you can leverage that to start a conversation. And it's like, even just where you live right now.
Yep.
It's like, you live in a beautiful penthouse apartment overlooking the whole of Dubai, and it's like it's a community that allows you to network with high net worth individuals, right?
Yeah, like I say, right. I don't live on top of. I don't have the penthouse where it's all studios and one bedrooms below it. That's usually renters,
Yeah.
It's all super high end in this development. It's all like every apartment is this size. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a price point, and usually when it's this type of price, people aren't really renting it out. So it's just the owners, because you're dealing with people that this could be their 6th, 7th, 8th house. So they might just come for 2 months a year, and it's literally just but they don't care about renting it out. So you're dealing with bro, it's just everything's networking, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Nice.
What can I say, bro? When people see me, bro, they're interested. Like, this guy's got the tattoos, this guy's got this got that. Like, what do you do? So it's like everything is
strategic.
Yeah, everything's strategic, man. You have to be.
So when obviously you go through the clubs, you start generating and hustling for all this money. You're grabbing as much money as you can from all areas of your life. You've got your bodybuilding stuff, you've got your selling supplements, you're probably out there hustling the clubs, you're doing your butler in the buff type thing. How did you transform that into the guy that builds a viral Facebook page that becomes one of the biggest in Australian history?
Yeah. So I already had, bro, obviously, like I was building Fortafy as a whatever it was, like I was just building it. And bro, like music, I was doing music as well, but music was literally one part of it. I'll say more was just like a personality, like I did this, I did that. But I was trying everything. I was super trying everything. And so I already had the Facebook page, right? And I had like 50, 60,000 on there. And then me and my bro Mark, bro, we just like, well, actually I posted a gym note to mom. I seen something come up in memories. It was like I wrote a note to my mom saying, I'm running away, you're always at the gym. So that's when I was like 7 or something. And I posted that up and bro, it actually, I was like, what the hell? Like, this shit went pretty good, like it went better than, hey, I'm here this Saturday night. It went better than that. I was like, the fuck? And then, bro, I just ran with it, bro. Like, ran with it. And it was during the Ice Bucket Challenge. The Ice Bucket Challenge. So everyone was just posting their Ice Bucket Challenge. But actually, Mark cut the video up, like, as a compilation. We posted that on the page, bro. 20 mil views overnight. And I was just like, I didn't know what the hell, like, I didn't know about monetizing, like, Facebook traffic. But, bro, like, I've been in the clubs long enough to know if you got 1 million people walking past your club, like, you can get a few of them in to
sell them
buy some drinks and shit, you know what I mean? So, but I just hammered it, bro. Like, hammered it. Literally every 20 minutes we're posting. Every single 20 minutes, bro. Like, memes, this, that, 20, bro. 20
and this was when the organic reach was, like, out there.
Bro, I was posting memes, getting 1 million likes, bro. Like, straight up crazy. So I'm like, so build it up. It's going crazy, bro. Literally, like, he's sleeping at night, I'm sleeping during the day. Like, we're running this shit as a 24-hour operation. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I think we're posting too much. I don't care. Like, America's awake now. Just go. Like, 20 minutes, bro. Every 20 minutes we're posting. It's going crazy. I'm picking up all this steam. Like, I didn't monetize it until it hit like 600,000 followers.
This is one key thing I've heard you say before, right?
Yeah.
That I really want to dive into.
Okay.
You mentioned on another interview that I listened to that people monetize too early.
Yeah.
Right? Break this down for me.
Okay. So, bro, like me running the viral page, right? Obviously, I'm in touch with all these influencers because the people that's creating viral content, I'm in touch with them. I'm networking with them just the same as I did in the clubs. I'm networking with online influencers. Vine had shut down. All these people came from Vine to Facebook. They didn't know how to monetize their following because in Vine you were just getting paid ads. Facebook's a totally different beast, bro. Like, it's not a simple formula. Like, you have to really understand how to go viral, and then also you have to have the algorithm on your side. Now I don't even waste my time with Facebook because they pick and choose who they want to give the reach to, you know. But back then it was open. So if you was down to put in the work and you were smart, you built a following. So I always seen people like, okay, this guy's early, and I'll catch them super early, bro. Like I'll catch people at 500 followers that now have 10 million followers. Julius Dean, for example, like he had like 500 followers when I started working with him. Kristen Hamby, and I'm not saying that I built them up, but like that's the early days that I was working with these people. And bro, I just seen so many influences, and to be honest, because I've been around in the music scene as well, so I seen it. Like, bro, I seen all the local artists go on X Factor, Australia's Got Talent, all that, and they get an overnight following. But when you go from 0 to 200,000 followers, and you didn't really understood how that happened. Well, actually, you didn't have any part of that. You was on the TV, you know what I mean? So you got the following from the TV. Now you don't know how to grow it, and you don't know how to like do it. So it's always better to the slow build, bro. Like, the slow build for me is always better, unless you got the knowledge to what to do. But typically, I've seen this so much, you know. I've seen it in the music. Now these people get 500,000 followers. Now they're getting invited to all these events. Come to this movie premiere. Come to this. Come to that. Oh, but can you? You know, so they're living the life, bro. But really, it's like 500,000 followers. That ain't shit. Like, even $500,000 ain't shit. Like, really, like, you can't do much with that. So, they just celebrate too early, bro. Like,
they take their foot off the gas too early as well.
Yeah, and then they be posting up like, oh, I'm at this, I'm at the movie premiere. That's not viral content. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So you're killing your algo reach. Unless you're doing a skit at the thing with some other dude that, you know, like, you still got to be smart with it, but they're just literally standing there posting up that they're at the thing.
That's mad. What you've just said there. They're killing their viral reach by not doing what got them there. They're celebrating as if they are there.
But like, at the end of the day, like, social media is a business, so you got to keep posting viral content in order to keep that reach, and that's why people, like, they go like that and they go like that because they start posting ads, they start posting sponsored posts, they start doing this, that, and the third to finally make money, but it kills their reach.
One of the best influencers that I know on a personal basis is James Smith, because he doesn't monetize his audience via paid posts and content like that. So he's obviously got, I think, 1.1 on Instagram. He's got like 1.4 on TikTok at the moment, and he's grown his YouTube massively. And this guy earns a hell of a lot of money for an individual creator with an app as well and all that stuff. So he's killed the game. Yeah. And the most beautiful thing about that is James hasn't ever done a paid post and doesn't do paid posts. He makes money from business at the back end, real business. Smart. And that's just what you've broke down right there.
Yeah, man. Most people want to promote another product, but really you need to create a brand that other people want to promote. That's the real key. You know, the next level up. And that's what I realized, bro. Like, think about it, right? I'm a local MC. I'm going to this different state. I'm going to here. So I'm just like, bro, it was like a micro influencer before they had that term, you know. And you know, I was getting clothing from this thing, clothing from that. So I already understood all that shit, you know. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that on here. I'm gonna create my own. I need to be the owner, you know. So yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. I just tried so many different ways to monetize the following once I finally did.
What were some of them early ways that you found to monetize?
Early ways was like, bro, like, oh my God, I can't believe tattoo number 4, you know, and it might be like 15 most failed tattoos, and you got to click next, and it's got the ads everywhere, and you know, the the articles, you know, the articles. You remember I had to click next, and then bro, the ads will pop up. So I was doing that. We was killing it doing that.
So how long did it take you to earn your first couple of mil from that Facebook page?
Bro, like it didn't. It came fast, but it didn't come super fast. You know, like and like I don't want to. But if you look at the overall, how much I made from that was big money. But to be honest, I can't remember, bro, because if you think about it, I had the Facebook page for so long before I even monetized it. But once I started monetizing it, not that long, bro.
Is it something you still hold on to now, or did you sell it?
No. So it's pretty much dead traffic, bro. I didn't even think about it anymore. Like, you know, with one of my businesses that I did, bro, I was like, okay, now's the time to really go crazy, you know, like, because that's also another thing. What influencers don't do, they're too precious that they don't want to start monetizing. No, I don't want to monetize my thing, but it's like your window of opportunity is really small. So you have to be. Well, it's super hard, bro. Like, you know,
I've had a hard experience with this podcast on a personal level because I've been offered ways to monetize it many times, but I don't agree. One, the brands didn't align, so I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
And two, I was offered an exclusive deal to go on a platform called OF to put the podcast on there because they're going massively into podcasting. Yep. And I don't like the look and feel of that as a brand.
Okay.
I don't want to tie my name to a look and a feel of a brand like that. They may pivot, but it's like, to me, it just didn't feel. I believe that the right opportunities will come to you when they come to you, but you shouldn't go into things that don't feel right. You know what I mean? Like in terms of, like, I know you say you've got a short window of opportunity, but I think a podcast has got a lot longer window of opportunity than say an influencer.
Yeah, for sure. And that was the good thing about the Facebook page as well. You know, like I was more like a content curator. I wasn't an influencer where I had to go out, shoot the content, do the thing. I was like a lot of times repurposing it. You know, clickbaiting it up, headlines, captions. Then I had share partners with multiple other pages. So totally different, you know.
So essentially, what you did then is you were like, right, do you know what? Instead of going out creating all this content and having all the work, I will put better hooks in the content that other people post. I'll curate it and then fire it out at scale. So now I've got all these people over here, influencers. I'll pay them for their content. I'll put it on my page. I know I'm going to get the ad revenue from this, and I'll just put.
Bro, there was no ad revenue back then too. So like, bro, like you had to literally find a way to monetize the traffic. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like you didn't get. This was at the start. You didn't get paid for views, man. So yeah, this is early days, bro. This is 2014.
So how did you figure out your first way to hack to getting a payment back for something you've put so much time into?
But that's the hard part, you know. Like you just try. Like I told you, I did the website. I did e-commerce. I did.
Selling products on the back of it.
Yeah. So many things, bro. Like so many things, and then actually, and bro, like my Facebook page was like the number one in the world reach wise. Trackalytics. You can there's a website called Trackalytics, and it was literally the number one reach, bro, on Facebook. I would say like over a 12-month period in 2015, like pretty much like 6-7 months was me, and then another one was like another mate of mine. So we was like back and forth for that whole year. The biggest reach, man, like bro, we were killing it. So,
but when did you think right, this is going to die out? So I've got to pivot, because you're someone who's constantly pivoted.
Bro, right from the start. There'd be like every few months there'd be like an article coming out saying Facebook is decreasing the algorithm, or the reach is going down. It was literally right at the start when they wanted people to stop paying for ads, and then Instagram started popping off. But I was like, I'm gonna just stay on Facebook because I prefer to milk this big following than go over there, because I know it's the same thing. What's happening here is gonna happen here just 2 years later. So, and the same thing is what's happening with TikTok. You know, like every social media platform, you get the free views right at the start because they're trying to build the platform, and then even the apps need to figure out a way to monetize for the investors that are put in. So then they start decreasing the organic reach, and you got to pay for what you once had. So I saw that early, and I saw the wave. I'm like, I'm gonna just stay here and just keep going. So it wasn't that I pivoted, but like everything that happened, it was pretty good. But then I stumbled upon mobile games. So it was around the time when do you remember a game called Flappy Bird? Yeah. So I read an article that's like, oh, this game's making like 50,000 a day. You know, it's like some dude in Vietnam. And actually, I'm friends with the guy now on Facebook. I mean, we're not friends, but like we're friends on Facebook, you know. Dong Nguyen, and he was making like 50K a day. I don't know what happened, bro. I think I don't know if Nintendo or Mario Brothers, like, because he deleted it after like 2 months. Yeah, for some weird reason, bro. I don't know why. Like,
yeah, Flappy, but there wasn't there some form of.
It was kind of like a little bit like Mario Brothers.
Yeah, something legal went down with that app. I'm sure it did.
I think so because he deleted it. But anyway, so I saw that and I'm like, bro, like I think this is it because people was telling me like, oh, push the music. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna push the music. Like, I got random followers from. Like, I ain't trying to push like some hip hop shit. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm not trying to convert like 2% of the audience. I need something that's universal. You know, like my following is universal right now. Not my following, but the following that I had access to on the page. So, bro, like I really seen that mobile games could be it. You know, because it's free to download, so it's no cost to the user. And actually, the big thing was this was when mobile games. This is when people started like the laptop became dead, and everyone started having just mobile phones. Like I literally was there during the shift, seeing the data of this is how people access their internet on laptop. 2 years later, it was all mobile, you know, like, so everything went to mobile, and it was free to download, and you make money on the ads, you know. So when people die, if they want to start from the same place, there's an ad. If they want to, so I was like, I think this could be good, and
by this point, you've stacked enough cash flow and cash in the bank to be able to build an app when other people perhaps couldn't, because isn't getting into apps quite expensive?
Bro, like the thing is because I built an asset, and because of the way I network, I didn't pay anything. You know, like I came to the table and I partnered with the right people, and this is what I bring to the table. This is it's not money,
right? Okay,
but I'm bringing money. You know, because I'm bringing this.
I bring 10 million eyeballs to this. Let's create an app. You're the app developer. You develop the app. This is the partnership.
So exactly, bro. So I partnered with the right people. You know, bro. I'm getting. Think about it. I'm getting so many inbounds. Right. I got the biggest page in the world. So I'm getting, bro. Literally, no lie, bro. Like at least 20 inbounds a day. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do that? So I'm filtering them all out. I'm still got to read them. And one of them was, let's do an app. I work for this company. My mate Zeb. Shout out to Zeb. And so yeah, bro. So we get on a call. He's like, "Do you want to do a Fortafy app? We could probably make 200,000. We'll split the money." I'm talking to him. I'm talking to the guy, right? And I'm thinking like, bro, like, fuck the Fortafy app. Let's just do a app that can go big, you know? Because I think he thought that I was like he thought the following was like Fortafy following, you know? It was just, so he was like, but after talking to him, I'm like, this is so much bigger than just trying to say, hey, Fortafy's got an app, you know, like let's just do something on a bigger level. So he went out to his networks because he was in the monetization ad side of the mobile games industry. So he went out to different developers that he was monetizing their previous apps for. Then the other guy that we got, but he already had successful apps. He already had #1 games on the App Store. So, bro, it was literally like that, man. And that's what I always tell everyone, like, and everything that I do, bro, it's always like percentages based. It's no like, I work like that, bro. I don't want to.
So you cut a lot of other people into the deal, and then that stops you having to go and employ loads of people, because you'll go, right, I've got the traffic, you've got the app company, you build, we'll drive traffic, and it just works because it's a mutual relationship where you both benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a joint venture.
A joint venture, brand. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, but I don't want to give up the percentage. I said, dude, like, 10% of $10 million, right? 10%, 1 mil is more than 100% of like 500,000, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't really matter about the percentages if this guy's taking 20%, then you just need to make sure that he's gonna bring 40% worth of value. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. So I don't, bro. To be honest, I don't worry about percentages. Like, okay, it's fair. You know, everything's fair. Like that, I'll do. It's like, okay, you take this percent, I take this percent, you take this percent. And I'm doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that, and that's how I always do my businesses, bro.
So everything you do from then on has been joint venture.
Even before that. Always, but I didn't have money I never had like money to invest into a thing, you know, like. And then when I made the money, I didn't want to spend it on a new business because, bro, I had the traffic, bro. Like that was my entry, you know, that was my money.
I just love I love your whole thought process about building the engine with the traffic whilst you're grafting and in a job and all that kind of stuff while you've hustled for money. And then once you've got this engine with traffic, just keep rolling it into different business joint ventures and to monetize it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And now that's what you've continued to do. And then you've took the money that you've made from all these joint ventures, from all these people, when you've made these millions and millions and millions, tens of millions, and you've bought assets with it. So like, when did you start getting into like things like crypto and NFTs and all that kind of stuff?
Bro, it's funny because crypto, like early days, bro, like Silk Road days. That's when I first knew about it. But actually, the first crypto that I bought, I think it was like 2013, but it was or 14. It was Litecoin. That was like, apart from the Bitcoin, it was Litecoin, bro. It was super early, but to be honest, like I was more so like I knew about it, but I wasn't like some super like converted dude that was like all in, like, you know. But you know about it, so you're looking at the price. You might check. Then I'll check the price like 2 months later. I was like, oh shit, like check the price thing. So I was mostly just curious, you know. And then 2015, 16, when Ethereum came out, and then that big bull run there in 2017, because I had a lot of play money, bro, from everything else that I'd done then. So I was like putting money everywhere, you know. Like I had money in like stupid shit that I like got recommended to me by people that I wish I never listened to. But I lost millions there. But I never lost enough that would ever hurt me, you know. So I just looked at it as lessons and moved on. And so crypto was pretty early, man. And like 2017, like I was in there then, you know. And I didn't sell. And, you know, I was like, fuck, I'm just going to keep like adding, you know, like keep adding.
Guys, quick one for you. If you're getting value from this content and you're loving what's been put down so far, drop a like on this video, drop a comment on it, and share it across social media for me.
What convinced you so much about Bitcoin at the time?
It wasn't, okay, I wouldn't say, it was like the hype, bro. If you think about it, it's perfect marketing because, bro, like, if someone's making money, they're literally telling 10 people, right? So it's a crazy word of mouth thing, you know? And every few years, well, throughout the history of Bitcoin, these waves happen. And they say that it starts from the Bitcoin halving when the rewards get cut in half, the daily mining rewards get cut in half because it
makes it a more scarce asset.
Yeah, it cuts it in half. So they say that starts it. But you seen like last year it was with NFTs and that. Well, you just gotta be like, it's even like with the.
So you're literally taking your mindset from all the way back where you create viral attention, then you monetize it. You're just basically looking at Bitcoin like the network effect, basically, and saying, look, it's got that many eyeballs at the minute, but I believe it's going to have that many, and because there's a difference between that many and that many, there's a value gap, and the value gap is I buy it at X, and it's going to be worth Y, in my opinion.
Pretty much, and yeah, it's pretty much that, bro. But I didn't sell it because I was, bro, like obviously like everyone just thinks it's gonna keep going up, right? So then I'm caught in it, but I wasn't worried because, bro, like I was still doing my thing, you know. So and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just keep adding to the thing. And like I said, about 2020, I went in during the March crash, and yeah, I just seen it happen, and I was like, okay, the NFTs is coming now. That's going to be a crazy hype. So
how do you research things though? Because when I was listening to another interview, you said that you don't read books; you just listen to podcasts.
No, I've read books. I've read a lot. I've pretty much read a lot of books, but I feel like once you read them, you already know the lessons. You know, it's just it's good for like reaffirmations to like reaffirm it. But I feel like all the lessons are pretty much the same. You know, so I prefer to look at the interviews
But if you had to read, say, if you're going to give like 2 or 3 or 4 books that you must read for most people, because most people don't even read 4 books in their lifetime, let alone 4 a year or 4 a month. If you're going to give a couple of books, what are you go to?
Bro, when I was young, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad and Kiyosaki and bro, like that. I think I was 11 when I read it, and that there, bro, it opened my eyes up, because you only know what you know. You only know what you know growing up. But then when I read that book, I'm like, it fully dawned on me that I'm like, holy shit, like, if I grew up in this family, my whole outlook would be different. The lessons that this person could teach me would be different. So it made me aware. But like I said, bro, like, so that's definitely one. Because you really realize that what you're exposed to shapes you. Of course,
it's just about knowing that book. I read that book at probably about 22, 23.
Yeah.
So I read it real late.
I couldn't even remember what
you read it 12 years. You were lucky to read it 12 years. Not lucky, but you were just in a gifted position to read it that early.
Yeah, I was at boarding school, and it was like, bro, like, there's nothing else to do. So,
but no, I wish I'd read it at 11 because what that book allows you to know is what's an asset and what's a liability on your balance sheet, and you can understand from that book what's the bank's asset and what's your asset, which is a brilliant thing, because most people think their home's an asset, but the bank owns it. The bank can call it in any day, and they don't understand. Right? They don't understand the asset and balance
now
sheet.
With interest rates going.
What other ones were you on?
So I like the 50th Law by 50 Cent.
Yes, I fucking love that book.
Yeah, that's dope, and that's because I love 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent interviews. Bro, I love 50 Cent interviews. Like, that dude's, because bro, he's like, for me, I see him like killed it in music. Okay, the music career kind of died off because he was beefing with Jimmy Iovine and Beats by Dre. Remember, he tried to do the SMS audio. Yeah. And so then they kind of like didn't really want to push him as a music artist because he was promoting a different headphone, which was his. But then he had another run with the directing, the power, the thing. Like, I love that. I love seeing like you go on and you do something just as big in a different field. Like,
it's just like you look at like him or Snoop Dogg. They're phenomenal entrepreneurs, man.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's early everywhere. I think he's super early on a lot of apps and a lot of like waves. But for me, 50 Cent, even just his interviews is like just super chess move.
Are there any more?
I would say those 2 books, bro. And yeah, to be honest, I couldn't even remember. Like I got a stack load of books back there, but I couldn't remember what I would.
But it's the important thing that I think that you're trying to convey is you read books on the way up because you're trying to get as much knowledge as possible. But the most important thing out of all of it is to execute on the knowledge that you've got from the book, and this is what most people don't do. Because it's clear to me that you've read a book, and some of the assets and the way that you structure things from the outside looking in, from my point of view, I can see where you picked. Okay, you've got that from that book, and that from the 50th Law, from the way that you've structured things. Do you see what I'm saying? Yep. That's because you took action on the information, and you know, is that kind of one of the things that you see that most people don't do these days?
Bro, I just feel like everyone thinks that it's like, bro, everyone's scared to try shit, bro. Everyone's scared to fail. Like, people are scared to fail, you know? But even me now, right? Like, it could take me 20 attempts to get the next one. Do you know what I mean? But, like, I'm not going to stop. Like, and I feel like people try once, and then they go, oh, that didn't work. That's not for me. And they totally brush it off, you know? Instead of going, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? You know what I mean? And you know, there's a thing that says 98% or some ridiculous high percentage of businesses fail within 2 years, and people always use that as a thing to like try and scare other people to not do anything. But my answer when everyone always told me that, I said, well, 98% of businesses shouldn't have started. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I always replied to people that had that sort of like mentality. Like, don't try because you could fail. I'm like, yeah, but that's the only way I'm going to learn what to do when I do the next thing. So I feel like people just, I don't know, man. Like, I really believe that, no, you're going to fail, accept you're going to fail. But there's so many lessons in that failure that for the next one, you're going to fine tune, you know? Like, even for example, I'll give you an example, right? I did this calendar, okay? So bro, like, you know, I'm in the nightclub, so I knew all the athletes and everything. So I did a calendar, like, it was all like Pacific Islanders, rugby athletes and shit. And but I got them around. It was for Pacific Smiles charity, okay? So it was a charity calendar, and I did photos with everyone. It looks crazy, you know? And I sold a lot of them. I'm an idiot, bro. Like, I didn't check at the post office
what the cost of posting them was.
Exactly. So I could have made the calendar super big, you know? Like, it looked dope, okay? But I would have sold just as much, making it a little bit smaller, and it's going to cost 1/3 less to send. Do you know what I mean? So I literally didn't even make like no profit. Like, literally the profit was probably was like $500 at the end of it for all the time that I put in. So, but I didn't go F it. Did it. I literally took that note in and said, that's something that I'll do next time. And like I was telling you off camera, without all these little things that happen, when I got the big one, I wouldn't have made as much as I did from that if I didn't have all these little lessons along the way to that.
So it's being willing to be in the pursuit for a long time. It's like similar to the way I look at this. Like, when people say to me, what's your vision for the podcast? You know, how much you want to grow it this year? I'm like, look, I'm in it for 10 years. Yep. I've said that from day one. Yeah. Like, I love it. My heart and soul, I'm going to put my heart and soul into this for 10 years. Yep. And I'm sure by the end of I'm nearly 2.5 years in. I'm sure by the time I get to 10 years, I'll have something to look at.
You're still crawling right now.
You see what I'm saying? I've only just served 100. You don't serve your apprenticeship in podcasting until you've done 100 episodes, bro.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
You need 100 reps to say you've done your apprenticeship in podcasting. Then between 100 and 200, you're starting to find your flow. You're starting to find your voice, and then after that, now you can come to the party.
Smart, bro. Like, that's exactly it. You know, like, it's a long journey, you know, and the destination is never the destination. Like, there's always you can always go better, and it's like what you said. But I see so many people hit me up to do podcasting, right? But I'm not gonna come on your second episode. You know what I mean? Like, go do 20, 30. I'll come on. You know, like, but don't put me on your first one. So yeah, like you said, bro, like, it's super smart that you look like that.
It's like you wouldn't want someone who's achieved what you have in business as your first episode, because you wouldn't have the skills to facilitate the conversation to be able to get the value so you can deliver it to the audience.
Yeah. I can't sit there and be like, who would you rather be, Batman or Superman? They're like, bro, what the fuck? You asking me that? You know what I mean? Like, bro, people literally be asking.
People ask you that.
Like, just the most stupidest shit, bro. I say, bro, like, do I look like a freaking TikToker motherfucker, bro?
Yeah, no, I get it, and it's. I think the hardest thing about a podcast actually is to not only facilitate the conversation, to be listen intently, and then also to be able to book the guests. Like, booking the guests is a hard game.
I like your flow, man. No, that's right, bro. And you know, like, bro, like, you know, even for us, right? We was talking about doing the podcast two years ago.
Yeah,
but I was gonna be through the laptop, and we said,
well, that was because the only reason that was because of COVID.
Of course.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm so much happier that we didn't do it, and we're doing it now.
Yeah. Everything comes. There were so many roadblocks in the way of doing that podcast at the time. Different things. You were busy doing other stuff. You're launching this, that, and the other. Like, it's only. When podcasts happen, they always feel like they happen at the right time.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like, you're like, I know why this happened at this point in my journey, not then. Yep. You know, because I believe in that kind of stuff. Energy is massive. Sure. Obviously, your biggest focus in what you're doing is obviously NFTs. You're obviously going massively into the NFT space with your own project with Trillionaire Thugs.
Yep.
And you're obviously building that. What's your kind of vision and mindset in the NFT space? Because obviously, like, let's be honest, like there's a lot of rubbish in the NFT space. Yep. What sets out Trillionaire Thugs from all that crap?
Bro, I just believe, like, for us, right? First of all, a lot of the things is cash grabs. Okay, so a lot of it is cash grabs. But to be honest, like, we didn't need the cash. For us, it was like, we wanted to do something in this space, because the other bull runs, I was literally like, I was allocating money, but I wasn't building in the space. So I wanted to build in the space. First of all, I want to build in blockchain and crypto. I want to be a builder, not just a investor on the sideline or trading. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, I want to be building. So I found NFTs to be good. Obviously, like, we minted like just at the end, you know, so I really wish we had like a 6 months of the bull run, because we could have went crazy. But, you know, everything happens how it happens. And so our obviously the roadmap is to build the play to earn game, you know. So having the previous success from casual gaming and mobile games and also seeing that, bro, because now I've been in mobile games for a long, since 2014, that I've seen the iterations of how it's monetized, how the game's built. This is the ad strategy. Like, I've seen changes in that, you know, 3-4 times. So, you know, I really believe that this is the play to earn model is going to be the new wave. Now, I don't believe it's going to be how it was with Axie Infinity and that, because I feel like those games and those products were more for just people were playing those games just to make money. You know, it was just a different way to gamble. Whereas in my opinion, I believe that the way that we're building it, it's more like the game has to be fun, and then the NFT element on top of it is the cherry on the top. You know what I mean? So first of all, if the game's not enjoyable to play and it's just purely for making money, what we've seen from what happened with these games, they just tipple over, you know, they fall over. So for us, it's about building, first of all, a good game, and we got a studio now. That bro, like, because originally we had the studio in Ukraine, and you know what happened with the Russia-Ukraine situation, which was like just after Mint. So we had to build a whole new studio. So it's like, it's pretty crazy, bro. Like, the whole story is crazy. Yeah. But like I said, bro, you just got to keep going. So I actually want to be a builder in this space. And to be honest with you, I'm actually happy that we're building in a bear market, because
less pressure,
but also, like, you don't have these flippers that want to just, bro, like that aspect of NFTs. I don't like it. You know, like the flipper mentality. I don't like that, and I don't like but I also know that building in a bear market is, you know, if you get it right, that's when you thrive in the bull market. So yeah.
For me personally, like, I bought 3 of them, right? And the real reason I bought 3 of them was because I was invested into you. I was like, do I back what you're doing? It's like, okay, well, I'll just invest into you, because I believe that you can do something. If anyone could do something in terms of like hacking viral attention and putting it into a game in the crypto space, I'm like, Sam's got a great chance of doing that. Yep. So I'll just say, right, I've lost this money, and I'll put it into these, and I'll just leave them. And they do what they do, because that's the way I have to look at things like that, because it's not at the prestige of a Bitcoin yet.
Exactly.
Right? So it's like the way I see the NFT.
It's like an altcoin, you know?
Yeah, it's essentially it's like, I saw World of Women come out as an NFT, right? And I thought, first to market in the female NFT space. So I bought some.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? The problem is I sold one. I should never have sold it. But I've still got one World of Women and one World of Women Galaxy, and I think they're going to do massive things in the space as well. And they've got a hell of a community around them. It's like, when you start getting, whether they've given them NFTs or whatever they've done, when you start getting in these like Rihanna's and all these kind of people into your space, you can start attracting so much attention, and you can. It's amazing what you can do with it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So there's different type of there's different levels of participants, I would say, in Trillionaire Thugs. You know, there's super active community members that come play the poker nights that we have, that are in the tipping comps that we do, that come to the meetups, that we do financial Fridays. I do one-on-one calls with people. So there's the super active people, and then there's people like yourself that buy and hold, and then so there's totally different levels, you know.
I went into the Discord and I got so confused in the Discord, and there's so much noise, and I'm like, I can't have this much noise when I'm trying to execute on this podcast.
Yep.
I'm just trying to relentlessly execute on something that I'm trying to in this domain, right?
Yep.
So when you can't be in something like that where there's all these notifications going off because you're getting distracted, right? Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, buy, hold. Bro. Just that's it. Just
and actually, we have a super low listings for our collection, bro. It's crazy. So I just that was the main reason, bro. I really wanted to do it. I thought we could execute it at a high level. Which, bro, the marketing campaign was crazy. The artwork's super nice. Actually, we got an AMA this week, definitely before the podcast comes out, which is our first Twitter Spaces, which we could pretty much do like an introduction to the outside world, because now the game is developed at a level that we can start saying to the world like who we are, you know, because when we were just an NFT collection, you know, bro, like it got super spammy, you know, that whole, and it kind of had like a scammy feel to it to say you had an NFT collection, just because of because
all it is sat there at that moment is artwork on say OpenSea, you know, which is how it looks to the outside world. Obviously there's a lot of development going on at the back end now. So when you release this game, is this game something that comes through like the mobile app type world?
Yes,
but it's got a crypto back end, or how do you structure that?
Yeah, so it's on mobile, and actually, bro, it's pretty crazy because Apple and Android are actually going to start integration of that, but they haven't yet. So the way that you do it, and bro, like I'm not a technical dude, but I have a fair understanding from
your developers,
the developers, you know. So you will actually have to go online to do that, like on website to do the NFT trading part, but you can play it inside the game. So but it's gonna be dope, bro. It's gonna be dope, and to be honest, like I'm super excited. But I know from that, bro, so many opportunities are gonna come. You know, so many opportunities are gonna come from being like pretty much first to market. I believe that we're gonna be one of the first to execute. The others that say play their own game.
How big do you believe this play is from Facebook into the metaverse?
It's everything. They changed their name. It's called Meta. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I always tell people, right? Is you know, obviously I've said it before, and it's the saying, data is oil, you know? Data is so powerful, you know? If I know what your interests are, I just know what to promote to you, I have a higher chance of converting the sale. Facebook knows what you like. Facebook knows this. Facebook knows what photos you interact. Facebook knows where you check in. Facebook knows all this. They've analyzed all that data, and they've analyzed it and said, we're going this way.
And the real reason they bought Instagram, the real reason they bought WhatsApp was just to get more and more data on the end user.
Exactly, bro. It's attention. Look at Tesla, right? They have the data from every person that drives the routes.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
they know all your buying habits, and they reckon that Tesla. That's why they value Tesla as a technology company, isn't it? Because of the data that they harvest from the end user that's already paid a premium to be the end user.
Bro,
it's a brilliant business model.
The data that they have, they know. Okay, 100,000 people travel that corner at 50 kilometers at that thing, you know what I mean? Like, this is the thing that they have. So that's why you see the autonomous is actually just a lot of data collecting, you know what I mean? Like, so, bro, and then you think about it, once they do automatic driving, now there's no taxis, now there's no Ubers, there's just all Teslas. Like, bro, it's pretty crazy.
Do you reckon someone like Uber will come in and partner with someone like Tesla, and they'll go together as two technology companies and kind of do like that together, where they got the autonomous cars with someone like plugged into Uber's data system?
I think so. Makes sense. You know what I mean? And I know Apple's doing the CarPlay as well. Bro, cars are gonna. This is what I always tell people, bro, because I'm super interested in tech, everything. Cars are gonna be reconfigured. Because right now you're sitting there driving, you got the passenger seat, and you got the seats in the back, right? And once this autonomous driving comes, the whole design of the interior of the car is gonna be
becomes about entertainment.
Yeah, you'll be. Why would the chairs be like that? You know, they might be like this. They might have you might have a big screen there. You think about all the possibilities of monetizing that experience inside the car, you know. So, bro, it's crazy. It's
your future pace and your thought process to see where the world's going rather than where the world's already been.
Bro, and that's the thing. And another thing I see is people that always have ideas, right, or they have things, but usually it's from what they've already seen that's worked before. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, this project done this, or they do this, so we should do that. But they've already done it. You know, you need to think, what's going to happen next? Where's it go? Where's the world going? What's in demand?
So what's the key then to develop that? So if you were going to advise me on how I develop more of a future paced look than I already have, what would the key be for me?
Like I think for you, right? Okay, so you're building like I said, like all this content that you're doing, right? Even if you sat on it for 5 years, right? You own all that content. There might be a new social media platform that comes out. Now, you can't just put the 2-hour interviews out. You need to, this new platform might have this way of going viral, but if you've already got all the content, you just got to repurpose it in a different way.
Yeah.
That's always an advantage. So for you, like it's like being on social media apps early. Yeah, bro, it's pretty much.
Obviously, TikTok is the beast of the moment. Where do you see the new beast coming? Where's the new beast? What am I missing here?
No, I don't see anything right now. I still think the powerhouses are the powerhouses. You know, like YouTube still the one. Twitch is good if you have that audience. And yeah, like TikTok. So I don't see like a new one coming through anytime soon.
Do you believe in, obviously you're a massive player in the data space, obviously grabbing emails and obviously collecting that data?
Yeah, I know, bro. I know people that make bank doing that, bro. Yeah. Like just email databases, man. Like I know people that make big money doing that.
Yeah, because me too. Like the vast majority of guys that I know that have made the money the easiest online. The easiest is with an email list.
But think about this, right? So think about that when, like, okay, so for the apps, right, I had 250 million downloads. Think about push notifications. Do you know what I mean? Like that's 2 steps above an email, bro. Email, you gotta go on the inbox.
You're on there.
This is a pop-up thing, you know. So
that's how you drove most of the revenue, pushing ads for a push notification.
No. But actually, the way the best thing was, so what we did was we always made sure we updated the game every single week and added new features in every week, bro, without fail. And this was a time when casual gaming never did that. Casual gaming might have the game out and then maybe 1 update, 2 updates, and that's it. We literally built 100 games inside this one game. You know what I mean? Like, so we made it that you would never delete the app. And also every week there's an update. So you're seeing that it's update, 30 new levels, 20 new levels. So we just made sure that we gave you a reason never to delete it as well.
Is it something you've now sold and exited? Or is it something that still runs?
No. So for like we still have games out, but then we had like contracts that ended and all that. So it's different for each game. But as of right now, like I'm pretty much more just focused on the play to earn.
So you're looking at completely at play to earn now. You're not got, obviously you have is there any other business ventures you have as well on the side, or are you all about focus?
No, I have bro, still got a music label as well. And the boys just did a American tour. I have that with one of my business partners, Mark. So like and to be honest, like that's more like a passion project. So we got like DJ Noise, Kenyon Brown, Peanut Butter, Relic Brown, Donnell Lewis, pretty much like mainstays in the Islander music scene, you know. So I still do that, and pretty much doing that it's literally like.
Is that? Do you do that more to connect with culture and to have your hand in your culture and something you love?
For sure.
I don't think I kind of get the feeling you're not just doing that for money.
Nah, bro, for sure. It's literally like not charity, but it is in a way. It's like
giving back.
Yeah, bro. Show the boys how to make a living. You know, doing music, because bro, it's super hard. You know, like it's hard to like deal with promote, like especially in the Islander scene, because
so many good singers that are Islanders, mate. I didn't realize how good their Islander, like these big Islander boys have got some notes in them, mate.
Everyone got a guitar and
they got that. What's that hat that they wear? That hat.
Snapbacks or something?
No, some of them wear that, but some of them wear the fedora as well. Like they're playing. I've seen one in a fedora playing a guitar. I'm like, this big guy, but he has mad voice on him.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. So I still do that. I do a lot of things, you know. But I'll say right now, it's just. But I was even in Asia, right? So I was in Asia, and we in Thailand, and we just got legalized like 2 weeks before. So I'm going over there, seeing like that at such an early stage.
When you say get legalized, what do you mean?
So now they have like stores where you can get edibles. You can have the different
for cannabis you're talking about. So you're in the cannabis game as well.
So. I don't want to speak on it, but like, yeah, bro. Like, I've been, and for a few years now. But just going to like for example, going to Thailand was interesting because to see something at ground level, you know, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks after it had been legalized. So the cool thing about what I do, bro, is like I'm able to look for opportunities globally. You know what I mean? I'm not just like looking in my backyard for opportunities.
But what you're going to learn from the cannabis game whilst you're playing in a legalized space in Thailand is you're going to learn the whole business model, so that when they legalize it in other countries, you're going to bring it to other countries. That's what you're doing, right?
I've been involved already, like in Portugal, because Portugal's had it legalized for a while now.
Portugal, actually, I've just been to Portugal on the podcast tour.
Okay.
Portugal, you can have cocaine on your person for your personal use, and they don't prosecute you or nothing.
Yeah,
because the obviously some people I know, they like that kind of thing. They're like, so the police don't charge you or nothing. They won't arrest you for that.
Yeah,
if you're trying to sell it, there's a problem. But because they've decriminalized it, they've cut out all the dramas around it.
Yeah, but man, I believe, like, to be honest, like, this is on a deeper level. But I believe if you're not hurting anyone, then you should be able to. You should have the freedom to choose. You know, like, you're an individual person. You know, whatever it is. Sexual thing, this, that, anything. So,
well, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you keep it to your own self, and you're not in anyone else's way with what you're doing, I suppose behind closed doors, what you do, as long as you're not harming anyone, it's your thing.
I don't judge, bro.
Yeah.
So and for example, for Thailand, right? Basically, what I was saying is like, think globally. You know, like I went there, and it wasn't necessarily to see what works for other countries. It was more like, who's going to be the main player in this space? Because you see all these little pop-ups, you know, it's like little stone, literally it's stoners, right? Who like
the cats on my podcast here. Sorry, the cats just trying to turn us off record.
Bro, literally a stray cat, bro.
I saw. Yeah. Now the dog's coming in.
Hey, can someone take the dog, please?
Nah, I like the dog on the podcast.
Yeah.
So how long you had this dog for?
For like 3 years. I think
that's even a designer dog, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
he's a Corona dog.
Yeah, but in regards to like where were we? We was on a cannabis in Thailand.
Yeah, so I'm there, right, and I'm seeing like because like I said, like the people that had like little pop-up shops now, they're just like avid smokers and stuff, you know. So I'm sitting there, like I literally went to every single one in Bangkok, bro, and I'm there. I'm behind the thing with the people. It's super friendly because it's so early, you know. They're just happy that they're chill. But I'm literally looking there like, okay, who's gonna be the main player here? You have to do this, that to be the, you know, the main player. All these little people's gonna get knocked out, and I was literally strategizing and thinking, this is how the main player is going to look like in this space, you know, like for retail, the grower side, this side, that side. It's just cool, bro. It's just cool to like go to places and break down the business, you know. And I think that always sharpens your tools as well. And so yeah, like travel for me, it's like
travel's all everything's business to you, isn't it? Really,
bro, everything. I literally walk into a restaurant. I'm like breaking down like. Okay,
numbers of covers, how many tables they got.
This is the food, this is the staff, this is this.
Average order value.
Yeah, bro, even at nightclubs, bro, like, because I used to travel to all these different nightclubs. I'll walk in and go, this is the wrong placement of the ATM machine. You know, the lights is like this, the smoke machine's too much. You know, like, he's playing the hits too early. You know, save that for 1 a.m. Like, just all that sort of stuff, like the security at the front.
Because the music should am I right in thinking the music in a nightclub? And I'm a non-drinker, bro. I've never touched alcohol in my life. Never touched alcohol, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
Never done none of that. No smoking, nothing, right?
Damn.
But I believe in a nightclub that you should build the hits up from, say, 10 till 1.
It's a formula.
Because when you take them past 1 o'clock, they're all drunk so much they stay in your club, right?
It's a formula. So for like an R&B club, this is when I was running. It might be changed now, but like early days, you might play the songs that might be like 10 years ago, but they're like still the jams. You know, like like okay. So when I was doing it, was like Next, Too Close, and all that. You know, like the you come in little vibes. You know, like having a few drinks, then you start building up to the hits. One like 12:30, 1 a.m.'s the current bangers, and then you go into more the old school stuff. You might play a little bit of reggae in there. I'm talking about in the
and this is all just to retain people to spend money at the bar.
Oh, that's just the music side. Bro, that's just the music side. Then you need to make sure the security's on point at the front. You don't have you have smart people that okay, I said no ripped jeans, but I only said that so I could say no to this person. You'll find that those are $300 jeans. Like, you know, it's common sense, people. You know.
So you're even setting rules that allow you to pick your audience as well.
It's not that you're doing it, but that's what you have to do. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just you're doing it, but you bro. So I walk into everything, bro. Like, I walk into everything and I'm just breaking down the business. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter who it is. Like, I was even looking at your, like social media, like just seeing the people that you got on and all that. So I break down everything, bro.
How am I breaking down?
Yeah, it's good, bro. Like, I understand the trajectory that you want to do, and I think it's smart. You know, like, and
for me, it's probably long and slow, to be honest. And certain things. There's obviously ebbs and flows, but I think long and steady and continuous wins the race.
Huh?
He who can play the longest wins the game.
Better journey, bro. Better journey.
That's the way I see podcasting. Because and that's why I say it's so important to people that, you know, I hustled like you early days, being a carpenter, doing other things to grab money.
Yeah.
I've never told my story about it, but like I've hustled to grab money too, so that I could allow myself the freedom to do this. You can't just go do this. No. That's what people don't understand. You can't just go, I'm going to have a podcast and travel around the world doing it
and monetize it straight away. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So you got to have this, and then you can, once you set up the base, then you can try this, try that, and if you get burnt, you still got that, and then you try the next thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, but give me a bit of an insight into your thoughts on positioning in terms of the world, because obviously you've took yourself from New Zealand, then you've gone to Australia, you've done bits and done what you need to do in Australia, then you've gone, okay, right, I'm going to move to Dubai. Obviously, there's advantages to that. What was your thought process behind it, and what's your advantages?
Like I said, bro, like just always thinking globally, you know? Like, I'm making money online, first of all.
Yeah.
So I'm making money online. That means I can live anywhere in the world. So now I'm researching what's the benefits of living in different countries.
Yeah.
Obviously, UAE, super tax friendly.
Yeah.
There was other countries that I researched, like it was like Bahamas, like Malta was 5%, Singapore was like 15%, Hong Kong's was like you keep all the money that you earn outside of Hong Kong. I think Singapore's like that as well, but if you earn money inside the country, it's like 15%. So I researched everything, and I said, I'm on Google Maps. I'm very big on Google Maps. You know, like I can break down the city and the feel. Bro, you give me Google Maps, you tell me you tell me an area and I'll go, okay, cool. Like this is the gyms over here, this thing's over here. Like this makes sense. Like this city's structured properly. But I can break it down on Google Maps. Like, this city's like it's designed wrong or it's designed bad. Like just from Google Maps.
So it's hard for me to get about here, so I don't want to live here because it's going to be too much traffic, too much lack of movement.
I'm just an expert on Google Maps that I can really break down whatever you need me to break down for Google Maps. Like I can break it down, and I was on Google Maps. I'm like, bro, this is like dope. And like I said before, Dubai, it's such a bro, it's lit, bro. Like it's got all the top everything that I'm into, bro. It's got, like it's got the fine dining. I love fine dining, fitness, bro. Everything to do with fitness, security, safety.
But is it a place that you come to when you've made your initial part of your wealth and then to blow it up, or is it a place where you can build your wealth?
It depends what your business is. Do you know what I mean? So I know people that have done both and been successful. I know people that have come here from Australia that are from Melbourne. So, the cafe culture kings.
Yeah. And
now they own 15 cafes, restaurants in Dubai. They couldn't have done that in things. So it really depends on what your business is. Now, a lot of people do move here once they make their money because, bro, okay, in Australia, right, for example, if I'm driving in Australia in a Lamborghini, I'm getting pulled over every time. Like every time a cop goes past, they're pulling me over. How did you get this? Like, what do you do? You're an Islander dude with tattoos. Which, bro, it makes sense. You know what I mean? But over here, bro, like, oh sir, you know what I mean? Bro, like I get left alone. It's crazy. Like, so just even that, bro. Like I could just. You know what I mean? Like that's such a...
See, it's hard for me because like I look at... Obviously, I've got people like you that I can talk to about the opportunities that are in Dubai. Yeah. And I, because of the people I have access to, I can see all the benefits of Dubai and the opportunities that are here for me. Yeah. The only thing for me is I fucking love Australia. But I don't...
Beautiful country.
But because it's a beautiful country. The problem with Australia for me is it's so far away, right? All the guests that I dream of as I go through the levels of podcasting are all
from episode 200 to 300 is got to be lit, right?
Yeah, bro.
You're at that level now.
Do you know what I mean?
They're not in Australia.
Nah, that's the hardest thing.
And they don't go to Australia.
Nah, but it hurts my heart saying it because I fucking love Australia. And Australia, put it this way, I feel so strongly about Australia because I went to Australia as a carpenter and joiner, mate. Right? I left England earning £25,000 a year, and I went to Australia and it changed my fucking life. Yeah. Right? And I get emotional saying that because of how much it deeply means to me. Yeah. But it's like you have to fucking grow. You have to go and seize opportunity.
Bro, everyone's moved that's from New Zealand, right? They go to Australia and then that's it. Bro, you know what I mean? Like there's levels after that too, you know? So yeah.
But you've always been willing to put yourself in the position. Like what I believe with you is if America had the opportunity and you needed to go there, you'd just up sticks and go there and do whatever needs to be done because
whatever makes sense.
You've made yourself a global position. How do you get rid of the attachment to? I get attachment to fucking places.
Just because, bro. Like I grew up with my mom and my dad. They did. I didn't know them together, so I lived like I was always, bro. I didn't really like, you know what I mean? Like I moved to Australia when I was young. Then I moved back to New Zealand, and so like I don't really have that emotional attachment. And to be honest, because I'm constantly thinking about progression. That even if I knew you 3 years ago, I'm on a different level now, you know what I mean? And it's no disrespect or anything, but it's like if you don't, it's very rare that someone keeps the pace that I'm going because, bro, every day I'm just thinking about progression, you know? So,
So you're always focused about cementing the level you're at and then pursuing greater levels, and that allows you to be so present that you don't need to think about but Australia's got beautiful beaches and because you've obviously got property there and all that stuff, and you can go back any time. I suppose that's the way I've got to see it as well,
bro. Like, yeah, man. I just literally like I just always see new levels, you know. Like even being here. Like, I'm like, oh, wow, you got a penthouse on the Palm. It's like, I want to be the dude that builds the Palm. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like, I don't want to live on the Palm. I want to build the Palm, And then even when you build the Palm, it's like, bro, there's even levels above that, like there's always just different levels, bro. So there's no reason that you shouldn't be motivated. You know what I mean? There's always motivation out there. So, I guess I'm just so like, I don't know what it is, but that I just latch onto it and just keep wanting to keep going ahead, man.
No, honestly, it's very, very inspiring. And like I say, in this place for a lot of the people that listen to this podcast, the only way I can describe it for you is Grant Cardone said this. It's like, always position yourself, and you've done this, always position yourself in the best building that you can at the possible time that you're at, with the highest view, with the best view, so you can see everything. Because the higher they are, the clearer your vision is. And the more you can see, and you could just feel that affluence, and you can.
Bro, I love when people walk in here and you're literally looking at Dubai. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally you're on the side of the Palm and you're looking at the city. So it's like, it's crazy.
But do you add anything into your life, like meditation, visualization, affirmation, anything like that?
But I do like yoga. Yoga's dope. Actually, my girl, she's got me lit on more like personal growth. Bro, like whatever, because I know that for sure. Whatever I focus on, I'm gonna excel at, because it's just now I have to pick and choose. Like, okay, but this, even if I excel at this, I'm only gonna get here. But if I excel at this, I'm gonna get here. So it's always about picking and choosing. But now it's like, she's got me on that growth thing, bro. Like, mentally and just being a better human,
With being so, because I'm always interested to know this from entrepreneurs like yourself that have achieved a lot. When you have that, the elegant girlfriend, wife, whatever, beside you, does that kind of lock you into like give you more like regularity, routine, sure, and allow you as an entrepreneur to go and achieve more?
Yeah, but it's so, you have to really choose the right person, because bro, at the end of the day, it's not always, looks is good for a one night stand, but looks doesn't matter if it's in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? Oh, well, it matters, but it's not. There's other factors that you have to, that make up the pie. You know what I mean? That choose your thing. So, but I believe being in a good relationship where you both are wanting to grow, it's, bro, like, but you gotta be like, you can't be like that. Too many people with relationships, they're like this.
They meet head on.
They're head on, but you gotta be like that. So you're both on the journey up. So it's more like. And that.
You've both. Am I right in thinking you've both got to have your own thing that facilitates your personal growth, and then come together as a collective from that?
I think each situation is different, but
I'm just trying to understand it as much as I can from a high level entrepreneurial point of view.
Okay. I look at it like this, right? So I'll break it down more like business, okay? Not with the emotional thing. So if you have your partner, right, and they're super good looking, they're super lit, they're good people, and people see that, okay, there's a reason that this person is with that person. It must mean something. Do you know what I mean? This person must be thing to have this person as their partner. So that's if you want to look at it like that. And bro, everything that I'm into, your other partner should be into.
No, but I just it's good for me to hear, because I've heard this perception. And I always ask the High Smile boys about their relationships, and I believe with obviously Nick and Alex, and that it's like the reason they achieved so much success was not just because of what they've done and how they've executed, but let's just face facts. As young 19, 20-year-old boys, they had stable, elegant women, right? that allowed them, because they have the stable, elegant women at home, and not at home, but you know what I mean, because they have that on lockdown by their side. That definitely helped facilitate their growth, 100%.
Okay, so growth, right? If you want to talk about bodybuilding, what is growth? It's consistency. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's routine, doing the same thing every day. So same thing with a relationship, like. Get up this time, do this, do that, bro. Like, consistency and routine is always going to get you better results. Now, not saying that you need a relationship, bro. You can do it single, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it's better. It's always better to have.
It's always better to have someone.
I think it's on the journey with you. You know,
it's always 100%. Is I think that's what I've kind of realized from speaking to a lot of you guys. Is like having someone there on the journey that, you know, when you're having a bad day and you could pick each other up, and there's just that camaraderie. And
for sure.
And I think the biggest thing that's ever been sold to the world, from my experience, is like hookup culture. I think it's the most negative environment to play around in, and it's the biggest waste of time ever now. And it's something I've, you know, had to learn, you know, because I was involved in it myself in late 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like. So I think to myself, how much fucking time and energy have I wasted investing in this when I should have been investing in this?
And I even tell people, right, that want to do that. I said, bro, like, you be chasing the girls. Bro, I'd be chasing the money, then the girls come chase me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's if you want that lifestyle. But that's the saying. You know what I mean? That's literally the saying.
Go and create yourself as the asset, as in you level up yourself and level up your net worth and level up everything about yourself so that you can attract the woman you want into your life.
Bro, and that doesn't mean you're just going to get gold diggers. No. Someone that is super ambitious as a girl, bro, they don't want to be with someone who has no ambition, who has no success. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not that you're just going to get gold diggers. Nah, you're going to get ambitious girls too. Like, bro, it's everything. So, yeah, man.
I just wanted to finish on that because I really wanted to get your concept and thought process. Sam, mate, honestly, mate, I'm glad that we waited. Thank you so much for your time.
Bro, these headphones are lit, bro. Yeah. I feel like I'm on a radio and shit.
The thing was, I said to Sam before we started, look, mate, I've got you. I've got these mics that you can connect to your t-shirt, right? That will give you about 80% of the sound quality that these give you, but they look better on YouTube. But these headphones, they just give such good sound quality. Yeah. And with it, when you are on a podcast, you know, and Apple and Spotify being my biggest channels at the moment, it's like so important that you have that sound quality for the audience and everything else. I hope you guys have got so much value out of this from Sam, the way he looks at the world, the way he breaks things down for you, just everything about it. I just really hope that you've got out as much wisdom as I wanted you all to get out of this. And that is Sam, aka Fortafy, aka the wizard of the app world and the man who can hack viral attention. You guys have been sensational, and do me a solid favor, drop us a message, share on social media, and yeah, much love. Thanks, bro.
Maji.
Guys, do me a solid favour. Drop a comment below this video and let us know who you want on the podcast next.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Frankie Lee Podcast.